أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون.
And we shaded you with clouds and sent down to you manna and quails, saying, Eat from the good things with which we have provided you. And they wronged us not, but they were only wronging themselves. Tafseer by Numan Ali Khan.
Then he says, وَظَلَّلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْغَمَامِ وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَى. And we shaded you, we gave you cool shade with ghamam. Ghamam is the plural, the mufrad is strange, ghamama, with ta marbuta at the end. Ghamam is a word for clouds used in Arabic, but clouds that are, let's just say they're happy clouds. As opposed to, there are clouds that are fearful and frightening clouds, dark clouds, and then there are clouds that are in and of themselves joyful. And that's the word ghamam. These light clouds were sent upon you as basically a shade. So what we find in commentary is these Israelites, they've just crossed the water, they're in the middle of the desert. Obviously, when you have an entire community of people, men, women, children of all ages, old people, you have all these people together, there is no food, it's the desert. And there's insane amounts of heat. I mean, nowadays we get 100 degrees over here, 105, 106, and we stay inside. Or we leave the AC on for 10 minutes and then go in the car or something, right? But they're out, there's no shade. That's it, they're there. So the possibility of them just dying of heat, we call it heat exhaustion nowadays, right? Just dying of that is very high. Allah sends them shade from the sky by means of the cloud. Then He says, وَأَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَنَّ وَالسَّلْوَى. And we descended upon you manna and salwa. Manna and salwa are two gifts from Allah Azza wa Jal sent to them as far as nutrition is concerned. Man is a kind of, wheat or a grain that when it came into the ground, they were able to produce with it, and they can make bread from it. Which essentially, if you want to put it in modern terms, if you really want to be scientific, it's like carbohydrates. And salwa is a kind of bird, so they can eat the meat from it, and it's a kind of bird that we find it wouldn't fly away when they would try to catch it. So they're very easy for them to catch and to cook, which takes care of their proteins. And if you even look at today in modern nutrition, the most essential ingredients or nutrients for the human body are proteins and carbohydrates. So the two essential nutrients are taken care of, but there's still something left. Even if you have food, it's not enough. What must you also have? Water. So they've been given shade, they've been given food, but Allah didn't mention the water yet. First He says, كُلُوا مِن طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Consume from the good and pure things that we have provided you with. Another very powerful lesson in these words, not just for them, but for all of humanity. Good and pure things are the ones that Allah provides. And what Allah provides essentially means what Allah made permissible. What Allah put in your rizq, what Allah put in your qadr. That is good and pure for you. And sometimes humanity seeks to eat and consume more than what Allah has provided them, and they go into things that they think are better for them, but they are not good and they're not pure. Tayyib is two things together. This is why I'm using two words to translate it. Good and pure. Both of these things. So, كُلُوا مِن طَيِّبَاتِ مَا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ وَمَا ظَلَمُونَا وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. They did not wrong us at all. After all these things they did, Allah says in the end, they didn't do any wrong to us at all. And I didn't say, I added the word at all because ma is used. When you say lam yadhlimuna in Arabic, that means they didn't wrong us. Ma zalamuna is akad. They didn't wrong us at all. وَلَكِنْ كَانُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ يَظْلِمُونَ. However, they continually only wronged their own selves. They were continuously wronging themselves. These crimes that they did cannot harm Allah. They can only harm themselves. And so they were only digging their hole deeper all this time.